It can be even harder to stay grounded and kind of lean in to someone when they're conveying this intense emotion that makes us want to step back. And it often will cause us to feel overwhelmed or on the defensive ourselves. Let's practice a way to effectively manage our own emotions and that of the other person. I'd like to invite you all to pair up again. Each of you is going to have a turn playing the role of the speaker and the listener. One of you, if you would, raise your hand in each pair. You're going to be the speaker first. As the speaker, you're going to rant to your partner for 2 minutes straight about something that bothers you. It can be serious or trivial. All I ask is that it be real and authentically annoying to you, something really bothersome. And here you want to feel free to just let it all hang out. This is the time to take it up a notch, stamp your foot a little bit, have some fun. You can be more emotionally expressive than you normally would be. When the 2 minutes is up, we're going to exchange roles. Then, after you've both had a chance to rant, we'll take turns introducing one another to the group. When you introduce one another, it's going to sound something like this. This is my friend so-and-so, and her core value is blank. Just a reminder, core values are those things that matter most to someone. So again, cleanliness, safety, responsibility, discipline, there's all kinds of core values. Any questions? All right, let's begin.
So I manage about 120 people, and in order to do that, there's a sort of platform that helps you.
All right, that was quite energetic. So now what I'd like to ask is that those of you that were listening, we're going to give you an opportunity to rant. And those of you that were ranting, we'd like you to listen. And remember, after we're done, we're going to ask you to introduce one another as your friend whose core value is. So be thinking about their core value. Go ahead and begin.
Okay, so I have this wonderful person who I'm married to, and he's great. Although, what seems to have gotten under my skin recently is that he does the dishes, he thinks. He lines them up and puts them next to the sink, when he could just take one more step, actually probably two, and open the dishwasher door and put the dishes in the dishwasher. Now, that may not seem annoying to you, but it is so incredibly annoying to me. And it seems that when I just try to enlighten him about it, it just falls on dead ears. He goes, well, I've rinsed them. Yeah, but how hard is it to put them in the dishwasher? Our dishwasher isn't full every day, so it's not like it's a problem. It's when all the kids were home. So it's just been so incredibly annoying. And I think to myself, do I want to come in and say to him right when I walk into the house, like, what's this? Why are they still here? Or do I want to wait until after we've had dinner? Or do I want to, when he wakes up the next morning saying, I want to talk to you about yesterday when you left the dishes, as you do every single day. And
all right, thank you so much. Now what I'd like to ask is that we go around our semicircle and take turns introducing one another and identifying just the core value that the other person shared or conveyed to you with their rant. Mary Beth, may I ask you to go first?
I'd like you to meet my friend Damon, who values efficiency.
I'd like you to meet my friend Mary Beth, who values autonomous cleanliness.
This is my friend Tim. He values his autonomy.
And my friend Dave, and he values his relationship with his dog and teamwork.
This is my friend Rachel, and she values being able to work in good conditions.
This is my friend Wendy. She values human personal connection and just being present in the moment.
Nice. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your taking time to rant. Now, if you would, share a little bit about what it was like to hear someone introduce you with your core value after ranting.
I was actually impressed that he could see my core value because I didn't use that word once.
It resonated with you.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Wonderful.
So the ranting was cathartic. After Mary Beth said that I appreciate efficiency, I mean, I do, but that wasn't really sort of a surprise to me because I was just mad. I just thought it was interesting. She was able to sort of pull something out that I didn't necessarily see myself.
It's hard. When we are experiencing intense emotion, it's human nature. We don't think as clearly as we would if we weren't. And so it's always nice to hear that there is an underlying good intention there that upsets us in the first place.
I was feeling like really negative, and then when Tim said my core value, it felt good. It turned it into a positive thing.
How does this apply to our facilitation in the Foundations course?
I think dealing with anger is one of the things I worry about when teaching, and this is a way you can deal with people who are upset, maybe not even at your course, but just upset about some part of their work life.
It's also a reminder to listen in a deeper way. So not just listen to the factual narrative that we're hearing, but try to understand the underlying foundation. Maybe we can't quite relate to what they're ranting about, but we can relate to the core values that are underneath it.
A lot of times when we hear people with intense emotion, we either want to fix it or we join in because now we're fired up about a similar thing. People are always well-intentioned. And if we can identify that core value and say that to them, it kind of causes them to be reframed.
I also have found that when someone's coming at me with intense emotion and I don't know where it's coming from, I tend to take it personally, and then I'll get really defensive. So then I'm not able to be present in the moment. I'm not able to hear them. So I've actually found it to be really helpful to imagine I've got this baseball glove right in front of me. It's kind of catching all of that rant, and I'm going to then take the core value out and throw the ball back to them and see if it resonates, see if it sticks for them. And I have found that really helpful. Sometimes participants will share intense negative emotion that can cause us to want to just fight or flee. We're human too. And it's an important opportunity to model that emotion is normal. And even when it's conveyed passionately, we can listen actively and reflect back their core value.